Hey, what's up guys? This is Andy Lee. This is Daniel from Martial Club. And today we're going to be going over the top 5 martial arts movies. Now, these movies, we don't have them in any particular order because when we were putting the list together, we felt that each movie was special in its own way. So it was really difficult for us to kind of list them 1 through 5. So in no particular order, the first movie of our top 5 martial arts movies is Iron Monkey.
One of the reasons why I think it's really good is because as a movie it's really well balanced. I mean, I've seen a lot of martial arts movies with great action, great fights, but as a story they don't stand up very well, they're unbalanced, they end on a really abrupt note. But Iron Monkey is one of those movies that has it all. It's got great action, it's got great characters, great story, and the themes are just really, really easy to relate to whether you're a fan of the genre or not.
Iron Monkey is our personal favorite, and this movie was in an era where they didn't even do shapes anymore. But
yeah,
Donnie, he did like, I don't know if you guys remember this one scene when he fought the monks. He did Fuho, so good. This movie I thought was like, action-wise, it was really special because there was a good mix of that. And this movie also highlighted Donnie's skills before he got really famous.
I also like how there's there's a lot of homage to the old school styles. You see shapes, but you also see old school actors. I mean, Xiao is in the movie. Did you know that? Yeah, it's crazy. Like you have like these characters who were like really big in the old school days, and you've got this new generation of action stars, and they're coming together and they're blending so well on film.
Number 2 in Martial Club's top 5 martial arts movies is Drunken Master 2. Drunken Master 2? 2. Drunken Master 2. Okay. Drunken Master 2. Yes. So I believe like every action star has their own very distinct and unique style. And Jackie, as we all know it, he's very well known for his action comedy. And as Martial Club, because we just love Kung Fu, this movie like highlighted his action comedy really well. But also at the same time, it was based in like a Kung Fu era. He threw in like a lot of Kung Fu culture in there, and that really hit home for us. Yeah. And also, it's a Wong Fei-hung movie. Iron Monkey was also a Wong Fei-hung movie too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you're a Wong Fei-hung movie, it's a plus.
Oh yeah. Because Jackie Chan definitely came into his own as a filmmaker and as an actor, and he developed his own style, and it's all him. But I think he also paid homage to his roots. He started off as a Kung Fu movie actor just like all the others. He started in those Golden Harvest movies, which were like traditional Kung Fu movies. But I think this movie serves as a bridge between that era and the new Jackie Chan era that he was like getting ready to pave.
Oh yeah.
And it's got that old school, like all the classic tropes of a Kung Fu movie, but it's also got that brand of action humor that's all Jackie Chan. And I think this is the perfect blend of the two.
You have to watch it before it was remastered.
Yeah. Also, I think this movie is great just for its sheer inventiveness.
Yes.
I mean, drunken style is an actual style. Like, there's many styles that have a drunken version of them, but this was like, this captured people's imaginations.
Third movie in Martial Club's top 5 martial arts movies is Ong Bak.
Ong Bak.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, this movie was really groundbreaking because this guy, his name is Tony Jaa, he just kind of came out of nowhere with all these...
Left field completely.
Yeah, came out of left field with all these cool acrobatic tricks and his knees and elbows and kicking people with it. I mean, who are you gonna see? When else did you ever see someone light his feet on fire and do a 900 roundhouse to someone's face and hit them? And I mean, I feel bad for all those stunt guys.
Yeah, I think Ong Bak was just one of those movies that changed the game, like literally. I mean, it changed the standard in the industry. I mean, this is a new level of stunts that was never seen before. I remember watching that movie and going like, that can't be real. How did you do that without wires? And I think it just represented a change in the times. Like before, we were like really, people wanted to see like really soft, flowery stuff, like wires and smooth jumps and stuff like this. But this was like raw. This was gritty. People were getting hit with like elbows, and it was just hard hitting. And I think it changed the climate of the stunt industry.
Number 4 in Martial Club's top 5 martial arts movie is Enter the Dragon.
Now, I feel like this movie needs to be mentioned for its sheer social impact. You can't get away without mentioning Bruce Lee in a video like this, and that's what we're doing. We grew up in America, you know, we're American-born Asians, but we pay homage to our martial arts background. It's also a part of our culture. However, we wouldn't know anything about that if it wasn't for the man, Bruce Lee. I mean, he came out to a country that, you know, didn't necessarily want him, and he broke ground. He made a movie about something that Americans knew nothing about, and basically for the next generation it dominated people's imaginations. Basically, America wouldn't know what Kung Fu is without Bruce Lee, and because of that, we owe him that.
You probably wouldn't be watching this video if you weren't for Bruce Lee.
Exactly.
Last of Martial Club's top 5 martial arts movies is
Ip
Ip
Man.
Man.
We didn't plan that.
We didn't plan that.
Ip Man is a historical picture, so it represents and was influenced by things that happened in the past. But very rarely do we see reality affecting fiction, and then fiction in turn affecting reality.
After Ip Man came out, Wing Chun became such a popular style. Like Daniel said, if you were to ask anyone what is the most popular Chinese martial arts style being practiced today, it's probably Wing Chun. And that includes us too. We started picking up a little bit of Wing Chun. We are actually the pinnacle of the posers. Like if you go on YouTube and you type in Ip Man 3, we're one of the first videos there.
Also, as a movie, it just hits on very, very core human emotions. So you can go up to someone who has zero interest in kung fu movies, martial arts movies, but you ask them if they've seen Ip Man, and if they have, they probably liked it. Just because it offers so much that people can relate to. I mean, like, you've got like heartache and suffering and oppression, and like it's all like very real. And I think where this triumphs as a martial arts movie is it makes it relevant to people who aren't interested in martial arts. And I think it just elevated the genre. I mean, it showed that a kung fu movie can be more.
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, I say this a lot, but it can never be stressed enough. People always ask us, you know, for tips when it comes to practicing martial arts, and what I always tell them is that the #1 key thing is to have a good imagination. And in a day, in an age so influenced by visual stimulation, like, we should take advantage of the fact that there are so many good martial arts movies out there. So watch your movies, get into the story, get into the characters more than just the martial arts, and let it influence you, let it inspire you to be as good as the heroes that you see on screen.
Matter of fact, all these movies are on Netflix, so, you know, how much is it for a Netflix account?
It's like $8 a month.
$8 a month, $8 a month. Invest and enlighten
share
yourself.
Share with a friend.
And share with a friend. You and all your homies, you know? With that being said, that concludes our Martial Club's top 5 martial arts movies. Like always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, all that good stuff. And Martial Club out.